Hey guys, I just wanted to take a moment out of this video to thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. This is such a huge milestone, so I can't even express how happy I am and how thankful I am. This is such a dream come true. I've been working so hard and I'm really enjoying it. I hope that you guys are enjoying the content too. I'm feeling super inspired, super motivated. I've just been loving YouTube, and I've especially been loving connecting with you guys on here. So thank you so much. Thank you for commenting, liking. Thank you for just being a part of this channel. I really wanted to do a little something to say thank you, so I hope that you'll enjoy the giveaway. I'll have all of the information under the picture right here so that you can enter. So yeah, just go over to my Instagram, look for that picture, and all of the info will be there. And again, thank you so much. Back to the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, She's French, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you guys don't know, my name is Jenna. I'm a French girl based out of California, and I make videos about curating your life French girl style. I would love it if you would subscribe if you're not already. So for today's video, you guys read the title. This is kind of a review of my newest bag, and I can't say in my collection because this is actually my only bag. I used to have about 4 bags from various designers. Love them, but actually felt like I should go in a different direction. They weren't really working for my lifestyle anymore, so I did get something different. Here it is. This is a Chanel Gabrielle backpack. This is the one that is considered the medium size. The way that you can tell is that there's going to be 3 diamonds. The other one has 2. So 3 diamonds from the logo. So 1, 2, 3. And the small one would have 2. So it would look kind of like this. So this, of course, was a major decision. I actually sold all of my bags to make this one happen. They were amazing bags, literally no issue with the bags. It was more of a lifestyle change on my end, and this one happened. So you might remember that I was looking for a bigger bag, which is crazy because I love mini bags, but as a mom I needed something a bit roomier. I just felt like the bags I had weren't working anymore, so I started to kind of look around to see what bags I was into, what was speaking to me. One that I considered was the Prada, the re-edition shoulder bag. I'm actually really glad that I didn't get that one. I actually looked at it before all of the price increase happened. I think the first time I looked at it, it was something like $590, which was a really good price. Next thing I know, looked at it again, it was $760. I think that now they're nearing $900 or maybe are more. I'm glad that I didn't do that. I didn't think, and if you have this bag, I think it's an amazing bag, but obviously this is like my one bag in my closet, so I really wanted to make the decision on like what's really going to be worthwhile for me. I just felt like that one was a lot of money for the material. My main concern was that I felt like it may not be a classic, and of course I want something that lasts. I'm not a super trendy person with my closet. Love interesting pieces, but I don't want them to kind of fade out because it's something that I want to keep for a long time. So kind of decided that that bag wasn't going to be the one. If I did want to have multiple bags, I would definitely consider it, although I don't love the price increase that happened. But for me, currently, this was not the right one. So yeah, after doing a lot of research, kind of looking at a lot of different bags in a similar type of size, really felt like I didn't like anything. I actually had made an appointment at FASHIONPHILE, which is an online retailer of consignment designer goods. They're online, but they also have a boutique near me, about 15 minutes, so local to me. So I made an appointment. What you can do there is that you can pick out 10 items that you'd like to see. They bring them down, you can check them out. So there was a little Chanel bag I looked at, a little backpack that kind of started bringing me towards this one. I felt like the bag was very cute, and actually that was a really good bag for me to try on because it kind of made me realize that I did want to go in the direction of backpacks. Before that, I was looking more at shoulder bags, so that was really helpful. I really recommend doing that. Give yourself some options because you might kind of surprise yourself. So that's what happened for me. The bag that I tried, it was from their cruise collection a couple years ago, I believe. So it was a terry material, really cute backpack. The shape was very small, about this big, just the perfect little backpack. The only thing was the material. I felt like it was way too much for the material that you get. Terry material is kind of like your towel material. I didn't think that was worth it. I also didn't think that it was classic, and something else that I wasn't sure about was how that bag would wear over time. I didn't want something that was going to fall apart. Of course the quality is good with Chanel, but terry material is still terry material. So I left, knew I wanted a backpack, so started to research backpacks a little bit better, and then came across this one, fell in love with this one, went back in because they had some, decided to try out the small and then the medium. They're actually very, very close in size. I told you in the beginning that the difference is the diamonds, so you're pretty much just removing this much material. In terms of footprint, the base is a little bit larger, but really if you put them side to side, which I did, it's not a big difference. So at that point, it was more of price. Something that I want to note is that I was shopping secondhand. These haven't been out since 2019. I don't believe that you can go in a store and pick up one of these bags. I also love shopping secondhand in general because typically you can find a better deal on a piece, but for this bag, this was pretty much the only way that I know of that you could go about get this bag. I don't believe that it's discontinued, but I think that the last time they were released was 2019, so just something to consider with those. So let me show you what made me decide that this was such a good classic bag. So first off, a backpack. Nothing about a backpack is gonna go out of style. This bag is very easy to wear. You can also wear it in different ways. So you can wear it as a backpack, but you can also put it with two on the shoulder like this, and then it kind of hangs to the side right here. I know it's hard to see, I'll show you a little bit better. So I love that about it. I mean, in the end, it's still a backpack. You can't go too crazy with it, but I like that it can be worn as a backpack, but almost kind of like a shoulder bag. Something else that I love about it is that the chains are two different colors. You can see one is silver, one is gold. Front logo is silver. I know that there's a name for this color with Chanel. I don't know the exact name, but it's pretty much silver. So what I like about it is that you can match this with a lot of different accessories. I have a Prada jacket that has a silver logo, so I felt good about that. Like I said, tiny closet, 20 pieces, so I'm still thinking about what I have in the closet and how it works with that. Then of course the gold, my jewelry color of choice is gold, so I have my gold nose ring, gold earrings, my belly button's gold. I just reach for gold. My necklace is gold. My wedding and engagement rings are gold, so obviously that's something that I like, but I also don't like the really flashy gold. This is a much more muted gold. You can see both of these are pretty muted. I like that a lot about it. Something else that I like was that the logo is not so overbearing. I'm not a big logo person. I genuinely like the bag. It's not me being like, I want to tell you that my bag is this. I'm not that kind of person. I don't care for that. I genuinely love the design of the bag. Then moving on to the actual utility of the bag. It's very easy to use. It just opens like this, and then you can reach inside. Then when you wear it, it tightens up. Something I was worried about was that, well, if I have it on my back, is someone able to dip their hand in, grab something out of it, and I might not feel it? No, this bag stays tight. If it's on your back, because of the way that it's a drawstring, you can't really open it because it's going to pull on your shoulder. So first off, you would feel it, but then also you can't. No one's going to be digging in there. So anyway, at FASHIONPHILE, they had this one, which is the medium, and they had the small. There was a big price difference between the small and medium. So I looked at both, lining them both up together. I actually saw, because I was going in originally for the small, I saw that actually the medium was not a big difference. The only difference was the chain. The chain sits a lot longer on this bag than it does on the small. That's the only real thing that would have been a deciding factor for me, because I'm pretty petite, I have a small torso, so when I put on the medium, I could definitely see that I fell a lot lower. But in terms of actual body size, like I showed you, the main difference is pretty much this diamonds width of bag. It's very, very much a small difference. Putting them side by side, you really can't quite tell that there's such a difference in size, just my personal opinion anyway. But personally, I felt like it was more of a price factor. The small was so much more expensive, so it definitely put me towards the medium because I didn't have an issue with the footprint of the bag. And if anything, I feel like getting more bag for your money when it's such a small difference is actually a better thing. So I just wanted to get the straps figured out. The girls at the store told me that you could tie a knot, you could try a ribbon. Tried a ribbon, that didn't work. The ribbon falls through. Tying a knot, absolutely not. Personally, I felt like the last thing you want to do on a bag like this is to tie a knot. The next thing is that you can get it shortened, but I feel like that's a big no-no. A designer, you don't make modifications to a designer bag, and we'll touch on that actually after because there's something else I want to talk about with these bags. But anyway, no modification. I thought about it, tried to look online and if there's any way to shorten the strap without doing something that's permanent, and I came across these. These are actually a pretty common product that is used for Chanel bags. They're little clasps that you put on the chain and they shorten it without you having to do anything to it. So here they are. You can see they're right here. I clipped them to the metal, not the leather. I didn't want anything to pull at the leather. And they match the color, so you can get a set of these on Amazon. They had the gold color and then that silver color, and you can match it pretty well. With this bag being drawstring, you actually have to be careful about where you put those because you don't want the bag to gape open. Depending on where you put them, you can stop the bag from cinching in. So the only place that you can put them is in the front, but you can see the front is not affected, the sides. It operates completely as normal. It's not getting in the way. You can open it just fine. I didn't want something that would like make it that I'm opening my bag in a weird way, things like that. And you might be like, well, then just get the small. You guys, the price difference between the small and the medium was massive. Definitely considerable, and definitely I don't think worth it, especially like I said that they're so similar in size. This was the perfect fix. I'm super happy with it, and like I said, I feel better about getting more bag for the money too. Something else that I would recommend doing for this bag is to stuff it when you're not using it. You can see that it can very easily slouch, and when you're wearing it and you're not filling it up fully, which I don't think many people fill out their bag, I know I don't, and from the pictures online that I saw of this bag, it does slouch, and that's just the normal design. I don't have an issue with that, but I would rather maintain the shape as much as I can when it's not in use, so I think it's worth stuffing. In this one, I just have a couple dust bags just to make it stand up. But the last thing I want to talk about with this bag is kind of a conversation that I've been really interested in the fashion world, which is that bags are being considered to be similar to stock. Of course, I am not a financial advisor. This is just a conversation that we're having casually here. It's definitely a big conversation that's happening in the fashion world right now, and I think it's really interesting. I literally saw something about it this week. Like, I mean, we see it everywhere. We're flooded with that information right now. But I saw somebody post, she is the owner of Luxury Promise, which is a store in England that is a consignment designer store. She posted that she bought a particular Hermes bag, and I'm not an Hermes expert. I believe she bought the bag maybe 5 years ago, and within 5 years the price jumped up almost maybe $10,000. She was saying that that's about a 900% increase in value. Comparing that to stock, that's a huge jump in your investment between spending this much and then suddenly it's worth $10,000 more. I'm sure you've been seeing the conversations on this with Chanel. Chanel is trying to do the same thing. They're starting to limit how many bags people can have. The prices definitely jumped up an incredible amount with Chanel, and I'm not a Chanel expert, but I do like to keep up with what's going on in the fashion world because I really do have an interest in the business of fashion. But Chanel is trying to keep up with Hermes now, so I have a feeling that this bag is going to be worth more in the future. I didn't buy this bag to resell it, but it feels good knowing that if you're putting money into a bag, that in a couple years it's not just going to be a loss of investment. Of course, None of that matters if you know that you're going to keep this bag forever. I have no reason to think that I'm going to part with this bag because really it's so classic. There's nothing that I think will be out of style about it. There's nothing in utility that I think would be out of style. I mean, it's a backpack and that's my prediction. I may be wrong, but with the way that things are trending, I don't think so. I think that this would be, first off, maybe a harder bag to get in the future, but also a bag that's going to be worth more. So let me show you some clips of the bag on. So I'm back. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. I personally love videos like this, which is why I wanted to film this one, because I love to see why people got certain things, what they considered when getting them, any pros and cons that may be there, and just more information, especially if it's a costly purchase. I think that it's always a good idea to research these things and look into things. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I also want to say that nothing on this channel is ever about bragging, showing off, anything like that. If anything, I hate that. It's just because I have a tiny closet, so I definitely make tough decisions with what I add. It's kind of a different mind frame, and I feel like it's worthwhile to share the decisions that I make. And really, it's all about the design. That's what really spoke to me about this bag. I would love it if you would subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys! And before I go, just a quick reminder to head over to my Instagram for the giveaway. Just look out for this picture. My Instagram is @shesfrench, so just like this channel. Make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel here, but then all of the rest of the details will be under the picture on Instagram. I'm so excited to do this, and I'll see you guys over there.